Hey everybody, welcome back to BobkeTV. This is going to be my first in an installment that I am calling the best and maybe not so best of 2016. 14 installments every day between now and sometimes at the end of the year or whenever they run out. First up, tactical blunder of the year. We got to go to stage 15 of the Vuelta a España. At the start of the day, Nairo Quintana was leading Chris Froome by just under 1 minute on the horizon. A couple of days later, a big, flat, individual time trial that definitely favors Chris Froome's talents compared to Nairo Quintana. And Nairo said before the start of the stage he needed way more time than just the less than 1 minute he had in hand over Chris Froome. Went on the offensive with Alberto Contador. It was not a real surprise to anybody that the Movistar team would be aggressive and would go on the attack. They had been saying throughout the Vuelta that before the final time trial, they wanted to have at least 2 minutes over Chris Froome. Better, best case scenario, 3 minutes plus over Chris Froome going into the final time trial. And less than 1 minute, everybody knew that Nairo Quintana's back was up against the wall, except perhaps the Sky team. Chris Froome, all things being equal, much better individual time trialist than Nairo Quintana, at least up through the 2016 season and through the Vuelta. Nairo could theoretically improve his time trialing in the future, but as it stood, going into stage 15 of the Vuelta, Chris Froome's job was to follow the attacks of Nairo Quintana and failed miserably to do that. And I don't know if he didn't understand the time gap was not going to stay the same at the end of the race, no matter what. If it was in Nairo Quintana, he was going to go on the offensive. And I think the mistake was made from the Sky team and Chris Froome that they didn't realize how early in the stage to expect the attacks. The attacks came thick and fast right from the beginning, and Alberto Contador, once he went up the road, if you're Chris Froome and you have some tactical sense, or the sports director, or some of his teammates, you would have known that that was the moment things were getting very, very dangerous. Quintana went across, and the rest is history. Chris Froome needed to respond to that. And when you're Chris Froome in the Vuelta and Nairo Quintana is up the road and leading the race, you cannot expect to have any help from anybody else. And so consequently, Team Sky made a real tactical blunder. Fast forward to the time trial, Chris Froome took massive chunks of time out of Nairo Quintana. I believe it was a ways over 2 minutes. So if Froome had been a little bit closer, it would have been a different result in the Vuelta, but that was a tactical blunder of the year, not knowing when to go and not covering the acceleration of Quintana once Contador was up the road. And it might be the only chance we have to see Chris Froome make a mistake like that in all the Grand Tours he does in the future. I think that they will rectify that mistake every chance they get in the years to come. But tactical blunder of 2016, stage 15, Vuelta a España. Next up is the best, am I really seeing this moment in 2016? That'll be tomorrow. Tune in. Click on my face to subscribe. Click on the t-shirt to buy any merchandise you like. We got coffee mugs, stainless steel water bottles. We got some onesies. If you have some infants in the house and you want a BobkeTV onesie, pretty cute, and a bunch of t-shirts and sweatshirts. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and please, thumbs up go a long ways in keeping me doing these videos.